Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. This is game 3 of a best of 3 from AntecAttack number 21. It is between ESCmonchi, who is the green Protoss player in the top left, and TSLHyuN, who is the red Zerg player, red Zerg player in the lower right. And my god, the game 1 and game 2 were awesome. You can conclude that since this is game 3, they are one apiece. And if you haven't watched game 1 and 2, well, my suggestion to you is pause this video, go to my channel, which you should be able to find easily, and check out games 1 and 2, because my god, they were awesome. And also because if you don't watch them, I'm about to spoil them with what happens. So pause now if you haven't watched them, because game 1 was Munchi going for a 5-gate +1 push, which didn't kind of work out because he attempted to go into TSL's main and he hit a force field on the ramp, then missed the second one, so HyuN was able to reinforce, and somehow HyuN went on and defended that perfectly without taking hardly any losses, and then Monchi was just overpowered. Game 2, well, that was pretty sick. HyuN went to try and do a Ling Bling bust, but it didn't work, so he had to then try and claw his way back in. But to be honest, Monchi, he was on 2 bases, HyuN was on 2 bases, Monchi was ahead in workers all while the Ling Bling push was going ahead, but basically it just didn't work out, and HyuN ended up just getting overpowered because Monchi rushed out Colossi. And well, what does that leave game 3? Well, game 3, we've got a pylon on the low ground, so that means Monchi is gonna be expanding quickly, and HyuN, well, he's got his pull down already, so everything is fairly standard. Neither of these players obviously want to do anything too risky, because this is the semi-final. Whoever gets through here is into the final and is guaranteed at least 75 euros, because that's the runner-up prize. Winner gets 125 euros, so not bad at all for an evening's work. And well, so far we've got HyuN taking his third first, because there was an annoying probe just messing around. For any Zerg players out there, keep an eye on this probe just as HyuN's doing, because obviously they could come and plant down a pylon and then cannon this base, and then it's everything goes haywire. But luckily that won't be occurring, because Monchi went for that Nexus first build, which this Overlord will scout. So it was Nexus Forge, then grabbing another pylon, no gas yet, no gateway yet, everything pretty much as economical as you can go for Monchi right now. And well, that will pay off if he gets into the mid game. But obviously the concern is HyuN just going to come and kill you? Well, obviously from what the probes have seen, probably not. There are 4 Zerglings on the field, but HyuN is droning up behind this, so it should be absolutely fine. Now, on Ahana, these 2 watch towers absolutely essential. If you hold both of them, you know the majority of the player's movements, and you can react accordingly. So I expect to see HyuN take and hold those aggressively. Now, we do see HyuN taking his 3rd base at his natural position, so this will forever now be known as his 2nd base, and this is 3rd just for the ease of it. We do have the first queen out, no inject off yet though, so that was actually quite delayed, which is not something you want early on. These Zerglings are attempting to poke through past this cannon, but won't manage to make it through, as there are only 4. The second gas on its way up for Monchi at the moment. Chrono boosting out probes, getting his cyber core up, everything normal. No gas at all yet for HyuN either. His 2nd base is now just getting some drones out of getting a queen there. His 3rd base on the way. That came out of what? Well, about 4 minutes, so obviously you expect to see the 3rd base again from Zerg against a fast expanding Protoss to be at 4 to 5 minutes. So getting it out at 4 is really the earliest you'll realistically do it. But Monchi, he's chrono boosting out probes like mad, so to be honest, that's going to put him in a great spot moving forward into the mid game. And HyuN, he's not putting any pressure on, he's just droning. If we look at the work account though, Monchi is ahead at the moment. That is because of the Nexus first build. Until this 3rd base really kicks in, well, basically HyuN can't catch up, so that means Monchi gets a little bit of better income for a while. He's chrono boosting out that warp gate tech. Now, to me, that says we're going to have some gateway pressure put on. He's also getting out that +1, so what's Monchi going to do? Is he going to go for something like a 7-gate all-in? Is he going to go for, I don't know, a 5-gate robo? There's lots of different options, but HyuN, he's only just getting his first 2 gas now. That's so insanely late. Well, not late, but it's late in the game compared to when you normally see gas come out in other matchups. So, what have we got so far? We've got 2 additional gateways coming down and a pylons that take him up to 3 gate. A 3rd gateway, that's 4 gates. Are there going to be any more? It's seriously, this is like a guessing game like no other. But for the moment, no, it looks like Monchi's happy to sit on 4 gate, which says to me he's probably going to get a robo after this. And that'll actually work really, really nicely, especially because there's this Roach one coming down for HyuN if you get some Immortals out. But no, we're actually not going to see that. We're going to see Twilight Council on its way out, so that could be anything from a DT rush into, well, what else? DT rush, fast blink play, even, well, you could get High Templar out of it to go for Archons, but that's less likely. We will wait and see what does come out though. HyuN's obviously got 5 roaches on the way. Is he going to try and put on some pressure? This Overlord sitting here happily checking to see when Monchi will take his 3rd base, and so far he's not got that coming out at all. We've got the 3rd and 4th gas on its way out for Monchi. The Twilight Council just finishing up. What's going to be built now? That's the big tell. Well, so far nothing being researched out of it, but there we go. Blink is on the way, so this is going to be a big blink play. We've got 2, 3 more gateways, so that's going to be what? We're already on 4, 7 gate. It's going to be a 7 gate blink play. This is extremely all-in from Monchi. He's getting the +2 on the way, so it's going to be a +2, 7 gate blink all-in. And really, HyuN, he just needs a lot of stuff to defend this. An awful lot of stuff. What is his drone count like? Well, only at 50 at the moment. And to be honest, we won't likely see HyuN really putting on the pressure until he reaches that 70+ drone count, where he's saturated on all 3 bases. He's got Lair on the way. Lair's about 3/4 done. But all he's doing at the moment is just picking off these proxy pylons, which he does not want going down anywhere. He will scout that pro, but will he see the pylon? No, HyuN didn't see that pylon. That could literally cost him the game right now. That could be so devastating because of the early reinforcement time. He does get the probe, but he has no idea that that pylon's there. The first warp in, though, going off in the main base. And these roaches are moving over again, so HyuN must have seen it on the minimap, and now that's going to go down. That could cause problems, but along come these Stalkers. +2 is about 3/4 done. Blink nearly finished up. We've got Pylon completing the wall off, and, well, you will see Monchi, he is happily there knowing that this is an all-in, and I think HyuN's guessed it too, because I don't know what he saw, but he saw something. It must have been with that Overlord. He saw this Blink Stalkers moving out, and he's now getting a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Roaches, which is really all he can do to defend it. He's got Roach speed on the way, Zergling speed about to finish. He's clearing out these rocks, and to be honest, this is getting really, really tense, because obviously HyuN, he does have the greater supply, but of course Monchi has the better upgrades. He's now getting +1 ground armor. He's warping in a lot of Stalkers. He's got Blink done. These forward pylons are coming down, and off 7 gates, the amount of units that Monchi can kick out will very, very rapidly come to the field. Whereas, of course, we've got HyuN, who's just still streaming out those Roaches. Once Roach speed kicks in, that'll help massively. The creep spread, really good. That's going to help HyuN hugely as well. And, to be honest, the amount HyuN is pumping out here, I think he's actually going to be okay to hold this. He's taking the Watchtower, just so HyuN doesn't know exactly how much he's got coming in from this. 4 more Stalkers on their way in. Let's look at the all-important army supply tab. Wow, 106 to 58 supply in HyuN's favour. That says to me that HyuN is going to absolutely crush this as long as he gets a good position. But then again, the upgrade advantage is there for Monchi, so how will that play out? I really honestly don't know. The Blink's there as well. It's going to be really close. Monchi is just happily sitting here getting more and more Stalkers, getting supply block though, that's the problem. That's why he's only warping in 4 at a time, so not really making maximum use of those gateways. But in we go, we've got some more Stalkers coming in, and HyuN not in the greatest position, but does just run forward with those Roaches, wants to try and engage as best he can, and Monchi is trying to blink back, but he's used up all those blinks now, and these Roaches are eating through everything. The Zergling soaked up quite a bit of fire, but for the moment it does look like HyuN is just about coming out on top, and as these Stalker numbers dwindle down, it's going to become harder and harder, but the pylon is there for the reinforcements. Monchi literally microing his heart out with Blink micro, but reinforcements now streaming in for HyuN, and there is very little Monchi is going to be able to do now, because obviously HyuN, he is just reinforcing to the max. He's got so many pylons here he can happily pick off, and I just don't think Monchi has enough stuff, especially as more and more Roaches and Zerglings join into the fray. But give it to Monchi, he is doing so well in terms of the Blink micro, doing absolutely everything he can. Let's look at his APM, he's up at, well, 200 odd, both players are. This is absolutely crazy. For HyuN has definitely crushed this push. He took no economical damage at all. He's up at just under 60 drones, and off that he's going to do fine. And there's the GG, well played from Monchi. So HyuN will go through to the final, and well, that was an awesome series. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe would be awesome. I put new games up literally daily, multiple games a day normally, and it's just cool. What else? Leave any comments or criticisms. I've had the health bars up for all of this series. Let me know if you like that or if you prefer them down. That would be really, really useful information for me. And last but not least, I hope you did enjoy. Check out AntecAttack live. It's every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. British Summer Time, and I am on the D-Esports stream with Pewee. So do check that out. All the info's in the details below. So thank you very much for watching, and tune in again. Bye for now.